Esto es muy duro. Muy duro. Muy duro demasiado. Estamos por aquí, ¿no? Vale, sí, era finales del siglo XIX. Pero, un momento. ¿Qué ha pasado? ¿Por qué empezar de nuevo? Ah, coño, que era para comenzar la historia en vez de continuar.
Lisa. Hey, Lisa.
Who is this?
Come over to the window.
Espérate, voy a cambiar de ropa, ¿no? Ah, no me deja.
Oh, it's only you. What do you need?
I have some business from the Countess to discuss. Would you kindly invite me in?
The window is already open. Why the formalities?
Have you not read about this in your vampire story? We can't come into someone else's chambers unless we are invited.
Ah, pues no lo sabía.
That makes sense. You don't want guests like us to drop by.
It's a real pain in the ass, if you ask me. Hunting would have been so much easier without technicalities like this. So, will you let me in or not?
Oh, that's right. Come in, please.
Nice place you got yourself over here. The good doctor must want to keep you comfortable.
The doctor has been very kind.
See, cold calculation, bargaining, even extortion, that I understand. Kindness is where I get suspicious.
As cynical as it sounds, I think you might be onto something. I'll keep an eye on him.
Great minds think alike.
In any case, you're not here to discuss human character, are you?
That's very true. Let's cut to the chase. Countess would like you to run a quick errand for her, and if everything goes well, she will be very grateful.
What's the favor?
There's this young couple in town, Evgeny and Anastasia. More importantly, they are related to the new mayor, Savely Skortsov. I think Evgeny is his second nephew or whatnot. No matter. According to our sources, the mayor occasionally stores important documentation in their house. Do you see where I'm going with this?
You don't want me to rob their house, do you?
That's a rather Countess would simply like you to retrieve said documentation. Before you say anything, remember that she allowed your conversion to be completed and virtually saved you from death.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Splendid. All you need to do is to befriend Anastasia or Evgeny and get invited into their house. Then you can enter any time and get what you need without them ever finding out.
Vale.
And how do I know it's them?
He's a hotshot poet, and she is one of those sensitive artistic types.
Hostia, la mía también sabía de arte. O sea, él es un poeta, esto va con la lectura y la artista va con las habilidades de arte. Hostia.
What else? Oh, they are both blondes. I always found that peculiar.
What else can you tell me about Anastasia?
Not much. Although I do often see her going in and out of the church.
You go to church.
Heavens, no. But the roof of it is my favorite spot in town. I'd like to smoke there on occasion.
What kind of documents am I?
All I can say to you right now is that you'll know them when you'll see them.
That's not very helpful.
That will have to do.
I think I've got it from here.
Remember, just befriend one of them and get an invitation to their house. This will come in handy when you'll have to hunt, too. I'll check in a few days and see where you're at.
Vale, entonces él será lo primero que haga.
Almost forgot.
Cabernet
Here's a little
aquí, ¿no?
something for incidentals.
Thank you.
Enjoy your new life. I'll see you around.
Esto era literatura y escritura. Hostia, pues en verdad no era tan mala idea esto.
Too bad I can't see my reflection in mirrors anymore. I wonder if I will one day.
Sería mejor después.
Doctor's medical bag. It holds everything I need in case. This must be where Faina lives.
Ah, esto es lo de Faina. Hostia, no quería entrar.
Good evening. I'm your new neighbor, Lisa. Thought I'd stop by.
I know who you are, Lisa. Of course, come. I always brew too much. Eyes bigger than my stomach, I guess.
Yes, please. Oh, it smells heavenly.
It's juniper, my favorite. With a spoonful of honey. Try some. Tell me what you think.
You weren't kidding. It reminds me of the times my mother would make tea for my brother and me when we were little.
Sounds lovely, dear.
It was. Although, I don't think it was about the tea itself. More about the little plate she poured.
We can certainly...
That's all right, thank you. Otherwise, I'm afraid I'll start missing them even more.
Poor dear. Did the work take you far from home?
Further than I expected, that's for sure. For some reason, I just feel like telling her I should change the subject before I say something I shouldn't. Do you live here all by...
I wouldn't say I'm all alone. My plants always keep me company. From time to time, that handsome gentleman in the armchair pays. And if ever I'm in trouble, I have some lovely neighbours to bother. I'm never alone. Not really.
Are you...
Oh, no, dear. I happen to wander... Although, I reckon I've stayed in this...
And where have you lived before?
Many places, sweetheart.
Anything I should know about life?
For one, the townsfolk tend to be up quite late around these parts. Not sure how it started, but I was always a night owl myself, so that never bothered me.
Danger?
Lots of It's like my mother used to say, little dove.
She sounds like a
Oh, she was, dear. Much wise.
Is that your cat? Oh,
No, I could never tame that. Comes and goes as he pleases.
how rude.
He's so handsome that I don't mind.
I should be going.
That would be lovely. You're all...
Thank you for the tea again.
You're welcome, little...
These books are written in a foreign language.
Pero esa no la puedo...
Hello. Have a restful...
Faina's plants are so well kept.
Vale, pero ¿y el mapa? ¿Cómo sé dónde estoy?
The local vodka bar. This place sure looks grimy, but booze here smells just like Wait a second. I can sense he isn't human. Could it be that a vampire is work? Good evening.
How can I be of service?
Pescado seco, pa, quiero eso.
Wait a second. Could it be that...
What can I...
Excuse me. I couldn't help but notice that you are... Not sure how to phrase it exactly.
Yes, yes. I am what you think I am.
I'm Lisa.
Pleasure. If you're ever in need of Cabernet, I mean, it's actually affordable here, unlike that posh place Arbin runs.
Ah, vale, aquí puedo comprar Cabernet.
What would you like?
¿Cartas?
I'd like to play some cards.
Ah, coño, hostia, no quieres jugar a las cartas. Hostia, pero no quiero jugar, loco. El rey vale 4, la reina 3, la sota 2 y el as 11. ¿La sota cuál era? Es que no me acuerdo qué carta era la sota. Que yo no he muerto. Me cago en la... Ah, es el 10. Vale, no sabía. Vale. O sea, el rey 4, reina 3, sota 2 y el as vale 11. Que costaba 1. Pero ¿y eso cuánto vale? Ah, vale, vale. Hostia, me pasa un huevo. Ya tengo 4. Ole. Vamos a recuperar eso. Vale. Es que no quiero apostar mucho, tío. Ojalá pudiera apostar solo 2. Vale. Claro, es que... Venga, me lo voy a jugar, hombre. Uf, es que esto es un punto clave, tío, porque estamos a 6. Estamos... Voy a aprender, venga, va. Con un 15. Ah, vale, que... Vale. O sea, eso no lo sabía. Si te supera el número, eso no me lo había dicho, loco. Acabo de perder... Voy a tener que recuperar otra vez. Vale. Hostia, me gana otra vez, ¿eh? Ah, vale. Se ha plantado con un 14. Empate. Hijo de puta. Acabo aquí.
Good evening.
What can
Ese que vende. Este pescado también. No puedo hablar con la gente de aquí, ¿no? A ver, sí, sí. Con Michael Jackson.
How do you...
Let me just say I take pride in knowing my So, what can I do for you today? Would you like a sweet pint of lager? Or the freshest Cabernet you've ever... Perhaps a cheeky game of cards?
Pero si solo vende pescado. Fuera de música.
Local music school.
Vale, podemos tirar por ahí también. No podemos hablar con él. Esto es el salón, vale.
Perched upon a rotting barrow,
Aquí está
my
el
eyes
gilipollas.
survey the fallow field, where once the wheat grew tall and narrow. Now the bitter wind turns lakes to stillness, no saplings in the frozen earth. The farmer's wife now writhes with illness, as embers see how in the forest hollow, while in the tavern, ripe with sorrow, the farmer drinks. Now raise a toast to her, my brother, though often a tempestuous mother, we may yet see.
Bravo!
Thank you. Thank you,
I don't think this clock is working, but... I presume you are the famous Evgeny Skvortsov?
I don't know how famous I am, but I certain... And whom do I owe?
I'm Lisa, the doctor's new recruit. I was looking around and came in here just in time for the poem.
Enchantée, Lisa. The poem is actually from my old book. I'm having a bit of writer's block recently.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's nothing that a nice drink won't cure.
Claro, es que no tengo... Me falta literatura 5, tío. El libro de...
I'll let you get back to your...
Have a lovely night.
¿Cuánto tengo de literatura ahora? Hostia, es que claro, de literatura tengo uno, tío.
Good evening.
¿Esto qué es, tío?
I think there are only a few dozen of these left in the world. Say what you want about bureaucrats, but the workers here do seem...
Ah, claro, no me deja pasar, loco.
Athena. Intimidating, but...
O sea, aquí no puedo hacer nada.
I think there are only a few dozen of these left in the world.
Good evening.
Hostia. Pues hay un huevo. ¿Pero aquí se puede coger también? Hostia, pero no entiendo. ¿Dónde está? Es que el tiempo sigue corriendo, tío. ¿Entiendes? Creo que iba a quedar con esta dirección. Ah, este es el salón literario, vale, la tía esta. Que es principal. Uy. Y me faltaba otra. Alisa, ¿dónde eras? Dirección se desconoce. Pero entonces, ¿cómo la encuentro? Si se desconoce su dirección.
That's one messy... That's one messy path. I'd rather wait for it to be
Vale.
tidied up.
Excuse me.
Ah, pero sí, me transformó en... Ah, hostia, espérate. ¿Puedo pasar y tirar hacia la derecha, tío? Sí.
Locked. The lights are on. Someone...
Ahora, pero no sé de quién es esa casa,
The
¿no?
lights are on.
Eso sabes. Era aquí, ¿no? Pero no puedo hablar con... No puedo hablar con la tía esa, hermano. Está aquí en medio gilipollas este. Ay, mierda.
Dr.
Mierda.
Volkov?
Come in.
No, no quiero.
Good evening, Lisa.
Ahora creo que sí me deja, ¿no? Pero si tengo 5, ¿no? De literatura.
I'll let you get back.
Have a lovely night, Lisa.
¿No, tío? Ah, que tengo 4. Me cago en todo. O sea que tendría que hacer otra cosa antes.
No mail for me this time.
Welcome, Miss Morozova. Appreciate you coming over straight away. Punctuality is a highly important quality in a... I trust you had a restful night?
I did. Thank you. Never thought that sleeping in a coffin would be...
Yes, well, we have a lot to cover, don't...
I'd love to start with my medical duties, if you don't mind.
I most certainly do. As of last month, the only other doctor in the area passed away. Not that he was that much help. Human medicine has always been... But, I admit, with most of my time spent on new research, there is some administrative and patient work I'd like you to take care of.
I suppose it depends on the tasks. What do you have in mind?
Do you remember the woman who was here when you arrived?
Faina? Of course.
Ha! Went to see the neighbors before talking with me.
Hostia.
Quite... Anyway, as your first assignment, I'd like you to pay her a home visit. I've observed some curious rashes around tick bites in my time. I don't exactly know if there's a correlation. She lives in our building, so shouldn't be...
Will do.
Splendid. As for the rest of the tasks, you'll find them all in the journal on my desk. Feel free to borrow my medical bag. I myself am particularly proud of my lab's blood. I dare say they are far ahead of any mortal. To more material matters, your allowance will be...
Understood.
Looking forward to tracking your... A doctor's work is never done.
O sea, compra vendas también.
What should I wear?
If you don't mind, I prefer the window...
Sorry.
Lisa.
May I ask how...
As your sire, I do owe you my story, but...
After my time in the county...
Well... It was a feral that attacked me and my wife at the time, Clara. It struck our carriage one night as we were travelling through the woods, coming from a party.
A feral?
A vampire that has been driven mad by the...
I didn't realize such creatures existed.
They're a cautionary tale of what can happen to us if one overindulges. It all happened in the blink of an eye. As I recall, the vehicle turned over and we both tumbled. He feasted on Clara first, and...
How horrible.
It's been some time now, so it doesn't hurt quite as much, but... In any case, his appetite must have somewhat subsided. Still, it wasn't enough for the beast, so... Suddenly, a blind rage overcame me, and I bit off part... Immortal being or not, I can tell you with certainty, he didn't like it.
I can imagine.
That must have snapped him out of his frenzy. He looked around as if just awoken, observed what... Somehow, I managed to get home by morning. In order to turn a creature into a vampire, you must first drink their blood, and then have them drink yours. For me, it didn't happen on purpose, no, but nature never seems...
Tragic. Yeah, so, what?
We'll talk more.
Of course.
How nice of you to stop by.
I actually came to follow up on your So, how are you feeling?
Oh, I feel just fine, dear. Thank you. The heat's been getting the best of me lately, though.
Didn't think it was that warm outside. But then again, maybe I just haven't spent enough time.
Anyway, I say there's no such thing as bad weather. To each their own.
It seems like there's nothing worse. Still, if you notice anything.
Of course.
Huh. It seems like you do have a mild fever.
Anything I should worry about?
This may be a great opportunity to use Dr. Volkov's experimental... I'm sure it's nothing to worry about, but just in case, let's take a blood...
Whatever you say.
Just relax. Perfect. Now, have some more tea. I'll take this to the...
Thank you for stopping.
I should be going.
That would be lovely.
Have a good night.
Good night, little duck.
Lizaveta.
Dr. Volkov, I'd like to ask about my situation. I was wondering if perhaps you... I felt a strange burning sensation on my... I check it myself, but sad...
Yes, of course. That does not seem like a medical issue, but rather a magical interference, not too uncommon, sadly, among us. I wish our kind referred to science more often.
Is it bad?
This isn't quite my area, so I'm hesitant to offer a... That being said, it's likely to have been applied by a foreign... Depending on that entity, it could be rather...
Or?
Or not. You didn't happen to see who might...
No. Whoever it was must have been behind the closed door.
I see. In that case, I'm afraid it's one of those wait and see. Let me know...
Thank you, Doctor.
You're most welcome, dear.
It was you.
That is...
But... I don't...
Lisa, I want you to know that I take... As your sire, I promise to do my best to ease your... However, in my professional opinion, forcing this memory... I can't, in good conscience, reveal the repressed memory of your death...
All right.
Trust me. This is... I will tell you one thing, though. In your case, it was either this, or... I hope that eases your mind.
Well...
Good evening, Lee.
The crowd sure seemed to love your performance.
It appears that way.
It was brilliant. Reminded me of early Byron. So
Thank you. You do know your poetry.
don't act too surprised, please.
You're right. I think such nice sentiment deserves a toast. Would you do a celebratory vodka shot?
Vodka isn't really.
You know that nobody actually likes vodka, don't you? It's designed to... That's why it's a perfect companion for your misery. After all, isn't that why people drink in the first place?
What a compelling pitch.
Advertising is what poets are really made for, isn't it?
Still,
Suit yourself, my lady. To the art of poetry.
Pero vamos a ver cómo le voy a decir lo de la sangre.
Ooh, that way. Say, Lisa, perhaps I just might have a stroke.
delightful news.
Nonsense. That's what muses always do. Inspire. Why don't you come back another night? You'll be my first audience.
I'll be looking forward to it.
Well, you know what they say. I'll go chat with Arbon and get some more.
Have fun with your misery.
Oh, we always do.
¿Sabes? No puedo hablar con la chinosa. Esto hace algo. ¿Sabes? No tengo más nada que hacer aquí. Arete. ¿Será la loca esto?
This must be Anastasia. I should come up and introduce myself. Good sermon today?
More or less, the same one as always. People don't usually go to the church expecting plot.
Well, at least it's good enough for some.
Forgive me. I don't believe I've seen you around.
I arrived just a couple days ago.
Oh, in that case, my husband and I are relatively new here ourselves. My name is Anastasia, by the way. I teach at the quaint little music school down the road.
It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Lisa. I work as an apprentice.
Ya, menos mal que tenemos...
The church choir here sounds remarkable. The tenor in particular is...
Doesn't it?
I must admit, I didn't expect to hear something like that in such a...
I couldn't agree more. You have quite an ear.
You sound surprised.
Oh no, it's just that I rarely meet anyone I have a lot in common with around here.
A music teacher? That must be so rewarding.
It's true. When I see a spark of passion in a student, it does make my day. Do you play an instrument yourself?
I don't, sad.
Ah, that's a... But trust me, it's never too late to pick...
Thanks. I'll keep...
I'm sorry, it's time for me to head home. But perhaps you'd like to keep me company on the...
Who would refuse a stroll on such a nice summer evening?
Ya nos vamos, ¿no?
The tenor that you so precisely placed belongs to Father Mikhail. Father Mikhail has a true gift. I find it very difficult to listen when he speaks. Or agree.
It is frustrating when you can't deny the talent in a person.
Isn't that the...
Muy complicado demasiado. Uy, uy, que estoy temblando.
So, are you planning to come visit the church?
Definitely. I used to love the one back in my home. It was much smaller than the one here, but I still remember how huge it seemed when I miss it.
Well, it would be nice to see a friendly face in there. If I'm completely honest with you,
Ah, aquí vive.
The lights are off.
Is something wrong?
Nothing really. My husband. Well, would you stop by my school when you have a moment? I'd love to hear your thoughts.
Of course.
Splendid. We are open from Wednesdays to Saturdays.
I'll make sure to drop by.
Good night, Lisa.
The lights are on.
¿Dónde está el conservatorio, tío? Vale, está aquí. Después le meto más a literatura, tío. Le voy a meter arte, tío. O sea, puedo intentarlo una vez más. Voy a guardar antes. Va a regular con la bola, tío. Esto. Ah, vale, no me da tiempo entonces.
Mama? What's wrong, Lisa? Oh, all right. Now close your eyes. Hush now, the sun's gone to sleep. Close your eyes, rest now in peace. In the morn you'll awake and the darkness will flee, and the light will await you and me, await you and me. You sing so well, Mom. Do you think I'll be able to sing like you? You can do anything you put your mind to when you grow up. Ooh, really? Of course they will, my sunshine. Sweet dreams, my darling.
Lisa. Lisa.
What? What's going on? Why is the window open?
Your soul is mine.
Who is this? Where are you?
Ah! Damn candle.
¿Qué hace este loco?
Hussar? Was this all a prank? You're a sick man. You know that?
Do you think? I don't.
How did you manage?
Well, I already had your warm invitation, so I helped myself to your room. And then I turned invisible for a whole.
Turn invisible? We can do that?
Uh-huh. Didn't I tell?
I think I'd remember.
Could have sworn I told you. Just hold your breath and relax. There you go. Where's Lisa? I don't know. I cannot. Otherwise, now that I think about it, that could have been enough. Lord only knows what you would be up to thinking you're invisible. What a missed opportunity. Ah!
Now that's...
That's just immature. Be careful with this ability. You can only stay invisible for so long before your power starts. You have to remember to take breaks. Now that we've all had our fun, how are things going with the happy couple?
I met Anastasia and got to know her a little.
She sounds like a nice broad. I thought you two might. Do you think this is who you will use to get the...
I don't see why not.
Obviously, it doesn't really matter to the Countess who you choose. On a personal note, it may not always be better to pick who you...
How so?
When it comes to the hunt, it's those who you get close to that get hurt. Just something to consider.
I haven't thought this far ahead. Thanks for...
Just something to consider. Anyhow... I suppose my job here is...
Job?
I never thought about it this way. Maybe my line of work... Good luck with the invitation. I'll be rooting for you.
Too bad I can't see... I wonder...
Pero el tiempo se pasa
Don't
muy
give up,
rápido.
Marusa.
I still can't get through the A2. My fingers just slip as if the strings were cut.
It's a hard piece. In a week, you'll go through it with practice makes perfect. Cheer up, sweetie. Go and get some fresh air.
Good night, Madame Skvortsova. Evening.
Tough lesson.
Marusa's such a talented student. Only she had an instrument to practice at home. She'd probably be playing.
Sadly, that's just the way things are. I come from a poor family myself.
That may be true, but I don't think that should stop us from trying to fix... I
Se ha
am
deteriorado.
actually trying to raise a little money for instruments for some of... I put a little something there whenever I can.
How much do you still need to collect?
Those aren't cheap. I think I can get her a decent... We'll get there. I'm so happy you stopped by.
It's such a cozy little place. I wish I could have went to a...
You said you didn't have much experience with it.
I'm afraid not.
As much as I'm a fan of the arts, I must admit,
I did always dream of...
Is that a fact?
My mother used to be very good. I loved listening to her, but then we ended up...
What a shame. Why don't we fix this injustice?
Sure, why not?
Come, Take a seat.
¿Qué quiere que haga? Era esta C, ¿no? Pero no lo entiendo.
That's not right.
Ah, hostia, ¿dónde va esto difícil?
Learning from errors is just as important as playing correctly. There you go. Slow and steady. You have the fingers of a true pianist.
Hostia,
So
es difícil.
long and thin.
Quizá con el ratón sí que lo puedo hacer más rápido, ¿no? Ah, hostia, pero lo tengo puesto en modo mando. O sea, es C, D, E, F... Hostia, es difícil, tío. Hostia, tío, es una fumada. Se quita todo rápido. Hostia, qué loco. Es B-A-E. Sí que empezar rápido. Ese no sé cuál es. Hostia, 92. Es difícil, loco. Vale, ¿y lo que quiere que haga? He terminado. Echarse quizá.
What did I say, huh? I knew it.
You're just.
You must come back for more. We'll make you the next big thing. Just wait and see.
Thank you for. You're quite a gifted teacher. Where did you learn to.
Back in my hometown, where I lived before I met, all I dreamt about was becoming a professional.
Is that.
I was doing rather well too. But then we moved here. It was supposed to help Evgeny's career. When you.
What happened with Evgeny?
Thank you, Lisa. The truth is hardly a secret anyway. Evgeny started drinking soon after we moved to this godforsaken. I mean, he always drank. Ever since I met him, really. Besides, he's a poet, you know. Artistic nature, people said. But it has been getting worse and worse.
I don't know if it helped. My father is a drunk.
Bueno, empatizamos.
He started. If you need help or shoulder.
Thank you so much, Lisa. It's getting late. I shouldn't keep you any longer. Besides, you've heard enough from me for...
Oh, don't be silly. Would you like...
Not today, thank you. I am not quite... I think I will just practice here.
Of course. I'll...
Lisa, before you go, would you please come over? I'd love to chat some more. Besides, it would be nice to...
It would be my absolute...
Delightful. Stop by our house anytime. If you... I'll make sure to cook us something nice.
Good night.
Ya lo tenemos.
Well, the invitation is...
Vale. Tenemos punto de experiencia, 5 puntinos nos da, ¿no? Música y arte la tenemos alta, tío. Esto vamos a subir un punto. Es importante ponernos por lo menos cercano al 10, ¿no?
The lights are off outside. It's too early for Evgeny and Anastasia to sleep. They must be out.
¿Cómo les robo? Así de fácil.
Apologies.
Ah, tiene que estar parada, ¿no? Bueno, espérate, vamos a ir a ver si puedo hablar con la loca esa, coño. Esto no es...
Go away, you!
Locked. I should try again earlier in the day.
Ahora es que... Cuidado. Horario peligroso.
Hello, Lisa.
Have you seen...
I'm afraid I have.
Did something happen?
Nothing out of the ordinary, sadly.
Oh,
I'd say chances of that are slim to...
does
No
this
sé si lo
kind of
conoce
thing
mucho.
happen often?
It's not getting better, I can tell you that.
Ah, que ya salió, ¿qué dice? O sea, ¿era mentira? Pero lo de la mecánica de combate es verdad. O sea, que tiene los mismos gráficos. Ah, ya me extrañaba, de muy raro, cabrón. Se les echa encima a la gente, no los matan. Los matan si hacen eso. Ah,
Where
qué
do you think he
cabrón.
went?
Ya iba para el juego, para bajármelo.
I'm willing to bet that he's at that vodka bar on the other side of town. Real
Has
nasty
ido.
place. And I'm not...
Thank you.
Hey, it's none of my business. I wouldn't drink their Cabernet if I were you.
Ah, porque no quiere que vaya.
Thank you, Arben.
Till next.
Uy, ¿qué hago con la linterna? Hey, yo creo que hoy no va a salir por la noche. Además, si lo suben, eso será por la mañana, ya seguro, ¿no? Porque mientras que se lo descargan y todo y ellos mismos lo suben. Hostia, ¿por qué está la ventana rota, loco? No me queda mucho tiempo.
Hello.
Hola. Este juego sí que es brutal. Vampirismo. Vale, o sea, se supone que el nota ese está aquí. Pero estamos en el crepúsculo, me voy a quemar si entro. ¿Dónde está? No lo veo. Está gilipollas este. Me encantan las cosas vampíricas, tío. Y esta historia está muy chula. Mira la banda sonora, es una fumada, ¿eh? Aquí no está el vaginesil ese.
Excuse me.
Es que además puedes robar en
Hi there.
este juego y todo, ¿eh? Está guapo porque tú decides cuándo volver a casa. O sea, te puedes quemar y morir, ¿no? Porque tienes que volver antes de que se haga de día. Op. Para la iglesia no puedo. Sí, es que es un juego indie. Es un juego indie, tío. A ver, espérate, vamos a ver si está aquí la tía. Si no, voy a su casa. Y me está gustando bastante, ¿eh? Ah, no, sigue aquí, la gilipollas esta.
What a magnificent instrument. It seems to have a life of its own.
Entonces, vale. Pues vamos a subir de nivel, vamos a estudiar. ¿Qué podemos estudiar aquí? Quizá me vendría bien sí, creo que sí, este. Porque para ser... Vale, hay que dormir. Ha cantado el gallo.
I should check out the.
Claro, pero ¿a qué día estamos? Claro, esto es... Parásitos y aduladores. Eso es mañana. Es mañana 14. Vale, semana 14. Clase 1, primera pieza. Hostia, no me jodas que tengo que ir a clase de piano luego. De piano no, de violín. No quiero hacer el violín, ese de mierda. Esto me da política, creo que es mejor la literatura.
It's been too long and Faina's blood sample has expired.
Hostia, no me acordaba de la muestra de sangre, tío.
I'll have to find another way if I want to diagnose her.
Hostia, qué fumada. No me he acordado. Hostia, a mí me falta un poco de sangre ya, ¿eh? Hostia, le voy a tener que chupar el cuello, tío. No puedo correr, no sé si es porque me falta sangre, estoy muy cansado o algo, tío. ¿Qué le digo? ¿Otro análisis? Y se pone malo el análisis de un día para otro, loco.
Good evening.
I'm all right, dear, thank you.
Ahora, no puedo hacer un chequeo ahora.
Oh, glad. Sounds like.
Thanks for check. Stop by any time.
Puta vieja, déjame pasar. Claro, la puedo morder, ¿no? Ah, pasa el tiempo sin robo. Por eso sí. Y os cuesta donde está la puta vieja hecha de mierda. Ah, no puedo hacerlo. Vale. O sea, con esa señora no me deja. Hostia, no sabía que si... Hostia, es una fumada, loco. Pues no me lo ha dicho. Que ya, esta gente cuando van a su puta casa, loco. Ah, que me puedo volar. Es verdad, sí, ya tengo la invitación.
That's Evgeny and Savelli in the Skortsov family photo.
Es verdad, no me
They
acordaba.
seem close.
Que yo, escúchame. No puedo.
Locked. Look, there's last month's newspaper. Peculiar. Huh. With a house like this, I imagined, although she's certainly...
Hostia, le robo el vestido, ¿eh?
She can afford a new one.
Uy, qué bonito este, ¿no? Ahora, pero no me lo puedo poner. Este me da música y artes. Si no, si me ve, vas a ver que...
Glinka, Chopin, Bach. She really does have wonderful taste in music. Some dusty sheet. Looks like Anastasia was working really hard on those. And people don't always smile for these. They must. I'm quite certain that the envelope is hidden somewhere upstairs.
Hostia, ¿y dónde es? Si no puedo abrir el...
Locked. That's Evgeny and Savelli in the Skortsov family photo. They seem close.
¿Y dónde coño está, tío? Los papeles, como no estoy en esa habitación, luego.
What's this for?
Vale, es eso. No me deja correr, tío.
Glinka, Chopin,
Ahora
Bach.
otra vez lo mismo.
Some dusty. Looks like until.
Vale, ya no hace más nada.
So that's. This must be Evgeny's study. Author's copies of Evgeny. Maybe I should give it a read. Evgeny has enough of those anyway. These are Evgeny's. Interesting. Seems like Evgeny. Her name is Ksenia. It started a few months ago when she wrote about admiring his work and. Good to know.
Vale, se tiene una amiguita.
This must be the result of some.
What the hell?
They're back. And sounds like they're coming here.
And how much exactly do you owe them?
I owe what I owe. No need to go into details.
Ah, vale, separa. Vale.
Funny. And I'd say it's prime time we get in. We can't afford these
Thanks to Uncle, we live in a grand house for pennies.
Es nihilismo, tío. Nihilismo. Está muy guapo, tío. O sea, ya sé que este tío es un putero. Como me vacile, lo digo a la mujer.
We'll get by, Anastasia.
I don't want to get by, Evgeny. I want a normal life with a normal husband.
That's it. I don't want to hear another word of this.
Have you been drinking again?
Yo no soy nihilista. De hecho, no sabía ni lo que era, lo tuve que mirar cuando empecé a jugar. Yo no soy mucho de eso, ¿eh? Algo tengo, sí.
Don't lie to me, Evgeny. You're drunk.
I am not drunk. I just had one glass. I can't take another minute of this hysteria.
No sé, tendría que mirar más en profundidad lo que es.
Where are you going? Don't you dare go on another bender.
Se va a poner otra vez ciego.
I feel so weak all of a sudden.
Hostia, que no tengo sangre.
And hungry.
Hostia, que no tengo sangre. Pero ¿cómo me lo tomo? ¿Cómo hago eso? ¿Dónde está? ¿Qué es esto? Vale.
A lot of thrown away scribbles.
Ah, vale, que eso me gasta
A secret panel under the floorboard. There's an envelope with a City Hall seal. This must be what the
No
Countess
sé
is
ni
looking
por qué
for.
dice Cañero Nietzsche. Será por nihadismo, es el yihadismo. Hay un sobre en el ayuntamiento, debe ser esto lo que estaba buscando la alcaldesa.
Hold on, 50 coins.
Hostia, dice que no tienen dinero. Me lo llevo, tío. Hostia, me sabe mal sacarle el dinero. No sé qué hacer, tío. Me lo voy a llevar.
Maybe they won't even notice.
Claro, pero ahora los notas están por ahí. ¿Yo cómo salgo de esta mierda? No entiendo. ¿Cómo salgo de aquí? No puedo salir de aquí. Pero que voy a bajar con toda esa peña ahí. Esto tiene sentido. Ah, vale, que soy invisible, ok. Ya se ha ido.
I'm starving. I can't delay. If I don't eat now, I just know.
Pero otra vez tiene hambre. Pero yo lo que quiero es irme de aquí. Ah, vale,
There
que me la
she
puedo comer
is.
ahora.
Her skin looks so. I can smell her flesh from all. I need to taste her. I think. Should I come over?
¿Y cómo lo hago?
Anastasia?
Lisa? You scared me. What are you doing here?
No estoy entendiendo nada.
The door was open, so I took advantage of the invitation.
Yes, of course. Lisa, this is a night.
What is it?
It's Evgeny. I've begged him to stop.
Hostia, pues te he
But
quitado
every
hasta el
time
dinero,
it's
vamos.
the same. Every week is the same. Every night when he is out, I pray that he will come back sober. I am so tired. I want to forget about all this. And after all I've seen, vodka is not.
Maybe there's something I can do to help.
What is it?
It might sound silly, but there is this song my mother used to. I remember how much it used to help. Let me sing it for you.
Please.
Para embrujar a tu víctima se refiere a la acción en las ruedas de habilidades. Hostia, la puedo embrujar cantando.
Hush, love, the sun's gone to sleep.
Ya se ha quedado todo loca, ¿eh? Qué guapo está esto.
Close your eyes, rest now in peace. In the morn you'll awake and the darkness will flee. And the
Y yo, pero tanto
light
tiene que cantar, loco.
will await you and me. Await you and me. Anastasia?
Anastasia está todo ciega, vamos. Porque la he hechizado. Para que sepa que está hechizada. Y ahora le supo la sangre y no se acuerda de nada de lo que ha pasado.
No response. Did I just enchant her?
Que sí, que está embrujada.
Truthfully, I meant no harm, but I have to use this.
Vale, dice, los vampiros deben encontrar una forma de reponer su nivel de sangre antes de que se agote para no sufrir una muerte permanente. Hostia, que lo que yo he estado viendo ahora entonces es un aviso. Para chuparle la sangre a un humano primero tienes que ganarle su confianza, luego embrujarlo. Hostia, esto es muy difícil, voy a morir. Luego embrujarlo en una zona privada. A continuación debes acercarte de forma vampírica y pulsar X. Y una vez que veas el icono de la alimentación. A ver. O sea, ya lo tenemos, ¿no? Ahora hacemos esto. Ah, vale. Vale. ¿Cómo? Mantén pulsado X para chupar la sangre a tu víctima. Hostia, está guapísimo. Esto es una fumada. Mantén pulsado X para chupar la sangre a tu víctima. La cantidad de sangre que puedes beber antes de matarla variará en función de la persona y de su estado de salud, claro. O sea, pero ¿cómo es? La X pulsada y después le di al círculo. No entiendo bien cómo va esto. La voy a matar. O sea, ¿la puedo dejar un toque? Vale.
Dear Lord. Lisa? Is that you? What have you done to my wife?
Ah, me ha pillado.
That's not how this was supposed.
Lo embrujo también. Pero igual sé que hago, lo mato. Y como un limón, como un huevo. Lo voy a exprimir como un huevo. Pero este tío me ha pillado. ¿Ahora qué le hago? ¿Lo embrujo también? ¿También le canto?
What do you think you're doing, wench?
Oye, no funciona.
You must be insane. Help! Somebody help! There is a deranged woman.
Ah, este del tirón, este tiene superpoderes.
I'm not a petty man, but I think it's safe.
Te debo una. Sí, sí.
I was trying to use enchantment, but it didn't work.
They must not have liked you enough for you to charm them.
Que no le gustaba lo suficiente. O sea, que es maricón. Que tú sí le gusta.
How were you able to do it then?
Not particularly, but the more experienced you become, the less effort it takes to charm. Some of the elders can even do it to complete strangers.
Hussar?
I knew you were going here tonight, and I thought, lo and behold, I heard all the commotion.
Don't you need an invitation to?
Only inside the house. People have this weird notion that they can own the land itself. I guess nature doesn't feel that way.
Bien, tiene sentido.
What do I do now?
Relax. First thing you do is hand over what you found in the house. I trust that you have.
Here are the documents Savelli kept.
Countess will be very pleased.
I'm delighted to hear.
Your friend here will wake up soon.
O sea, vamos
He
a
won't
ya.
have any memory of what happened in the last few minutes, but he won't feel good. He will, of course, immediately go check on his. Should be back at it in a few days. Needless to say, if I were you, I'd let the doctor handle. I'm sure he will just blame it all on snakes.
I should go warn him.
That might be a good idea. Best to be done with this. Oh, and if you ever get so ravenous again, might I suggest hunting rabbits
¿Puedo
in the
cazar contigo?
forest? Might not be the most nutritious nor pleasant of business. However, it'll work as a last resort if you haven't managed to enchant a human under more private. I should get going too. Must have been a hell of a week, huh? Hang in there, sister.
Thank you.
Good night, Lisa.
Qué guapo.
Not a day without drama.
I should get out of here before it's too late. This garden's fragrance is heavenly. I'm so glad that turning into a vampire didn't affect my sense of smell.
Pero, ¿cómo me voy? Por aquí, ¿no?
This garden's fragrance is heavenly.
¿Cómo salgo de aquí?
I'm so glad that turning into a vampire didn't
Hostia, voy a intentar acabar cosas de la casa. Una silla. Tampoco.
Locked.
La siguiente misión es... Hostia, hay mazo de misiones, tío. Ah, esto está completado. Visita a Arban en su salón. Si me deja, ¿no? Me cago en la... ¿Dónde está su salón? Es esto.
Lisa, good to speak with you.
I'm very well.
I'm so glad to hear it, my dear. Especially after... Would you like to share more over a drink? On the house of...
By drink, do you mean...
Up to you. I do pride myself on my Cabernet, but we...
Invita a la casa.
Cabernet then, please.
Of course. Anything in particular you'd like to toast to?
Hostia, no puedo hacer nada. Hostia, te pide notas muy altas, ¿eh?
Nothing comes to mind.
To your good health. Now then, have you been settling in well?
Indeed.
Good, good. Siring comes with such responsibility, and with your entrance at the still, if you ever need advice or
Nihilismo 10.
Thank you. I will.
Aquí hay momentos. Hostia, tengo que salir corriendo. No,
Oh,
ahora...
another customer. Quite busy in the salon today. Apologies, Lisa. Best for us to have a proper chat.
Of course, I... Arbin's clearly a worldly woman. I wonder what brings her to this town. I'll have to ask her next time. Evening, Doctor. Are you all right? You don't...
Yes, yes. Would you like some tea? Come, come.
All right.
I'd offer you some sushki and candy, but to eat solid food in our...
What kind of a pill?
Given we are technically dead, among a host of other physiological changes, we lack the correct enzymes to... That means we require... So, how did you enjoy your first...
Excuse me?
Well, by the blush on your face, I assumed you'd fed on your first victim.
I did, and I enjoyed it greatly.
Honestly, this is nothing to be... We are forced by nature to survive by leeching. The sooner you accept it.
I suppose you are technically correct, but...
Not only that, but, unlike all the other parasites of the world, at least they decompose and give back to Earth in a circle of life. We are the ultimate parasite.
Let's say that's true. There isn't all that much you and I can do about it.
That's where you're wrong, Lisa. We can still contribute to this world with our mind. We can do some real good here, Lisa. That's why I converted you. This is why you are...
Se está haciendo de día, cabrón.
These must be your friends. Go and have some rest. And don't worry.
Thank you, Doctor.
It's all going...
Hostia, pues... Y hay que tirar por un lado, tío. O sea... me ha dicho que había conseguido punto de experiencia, loco. Cojones. De verdad está guapo, ¿no? Música y artes. No me gustan nada las cosas en la cabeza, pero...
I should check out the generals.
Lisa? Lisa?
Are you all right?
¿Qué coño es este?
Yes, Father.
Ah, vale, mi padre. Ok. Alexei.
Sorry, Father. I'm all better now.
Nonsense. Are you ill, dear?
No, I...
What?
It's just... I don't know if I'm ready. The competition is so high. The odds of me getting in the... What if I don't know any answers? What if I fail miserably, tarnish both my reputation and the...
Lisa, look at me, dear. Lord knows I haven't always been the most compassionate. Perhaps I've picked a stick over a carrot more often than I...
Dad,
As little consolation as it is, I know at least you can trust my words when I say it. With the exception of some occasional disciplinary warning, you've been a truly remarkable student. You've brought home nothing but perfect marks. You know your history more than well enough to not repeat it. I've never seen a more dedicated and talented young person than you've dreamt about being a doctor as early as when you started performing operations on your... If someone can pass this exam and get in, it's you. If anyone deserves to be there, it's you. That's all I have to say.
do you really...
Give me a minute. Where the hell did I put it?
Dad, what are you looking for?
Aha! There it is.
Me va a dar la corbata de la suerte. Algo así, no un broche.
There. This is something...
Medallón de plata de ley hecho a mano que le regaló su papa. Ole,
Dad,
su huevo.
It's so beautiful. It must... But what if I don't get...
I always knew that you'd pass with flying colors. I wanted to give it to you as a reminder of us when you moved to the capital to study. But perhaps you need it more tomorrow.
Ugh.
This way, you will always have your family to support you.
I don't know what to say. Something's not... Hussar?
Ese no es usar, este es el que me tocó el hombro, cojones. Es el apestoso
What
ese.
is this?
Ser de la magia.
What are you? How are you doing that?
The time is nigh.
Who are... Ah!
¿Otra vez?
Kupala's night we will meet again. What you owe will be
Was that real?
Ah, ya estamos aquí.
Lisa?
¿Cuánta gente viene a darme
Is
por
everything...
culo?
I thought I heard...
Everything is...
May I come in?
Please.
What happened?
A strange shadow appeared out of nowhere. It spoke of a... Does any of this...
It's true that Kupala's night is all kinds of unholy things. You had an encounter with an entity like this before, haven't you? Could be a nav that made a bond with you.
A nav?
A dead soul that can't find rest and causes trouble in the...
Kind of...
Interesting perspective. I am hardly an expert on the supernatural. Science always... Which actually brings me to my point. I would advise to find a...
Thank you, Doctor.
I heard that Roman in the bookshop just received some new papers on hematology from Germany. I believe they should be able to push me over the fence. I'd get them myself, but I'm so swamped lately I could barely make it.
Certainly.
Much obliged. Here. Well, I'd better get back to it. Let me know.
Will do.
Déjame en paz, que estoy en camisón. Ah, si me pongo esto me lo vas a reconocer, tío. Creo que es mejor este por ahora. No me lo he puesto.
Too bad I can't see my... I wonder if...